doing the drills and working the wheel where you're grinding at. You know what it be. Playing this here for the keeps. Had to make out with a feast. A family to feed. Third cold where the trophy should be. EA got me in the game now. Read on with the gang now. They're hearing with a lane now. My home second with a rain now. Legendary on the field. Kind of drip is a skill. It's the highest cruiser bill. Ain't nothing to the hill. Spin move in zone. Off the sideline, a touchdown. I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Slip on, spin move in zone. Off the sideline, a touchdown. I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go.
Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power. Hey, look at my dogs. Way back then, you could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich, then went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup.
Today, from Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida, it's Week 13 of the NFL. On EA Sports. We'll see Tua Tagovailoa and the Miami Dolphins taking on Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals. Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. The Dolphins now taking the field, led by the 5th overall pick back in April out of Alabama, quarterback Tua Tagovailoa.
You know what I did in pregame? I made sure I touched him as he went by. I want a little bit of what he's got.
The golden arm from last week.
Oh, how much fun was that to watch that game tape, all right? The number of touchdowns, what was that, 5 last week?
Yeah.
But 0 interceptions. So you think he's due to throw a pick? But I'm betting that he continues to streak in this game.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Rita on the carry. Geno Atkins on the stop.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Carry there by Jordan Howard, and we all know he started his career in Chicago and was a 2-time 1,000-yard rusher. Spent 2019 in Philadelphia battling injuries. But when he's healthy, can be a flat-out workhorse and can break down defenses.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
At the 47-yard line.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends.
They'll try to run for it with Howard.
Jordan Howard. That's good for a Miami Dolphin.
Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 4 catches, 56 yards, and a touchdown.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
And he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. From the gun, it's Tua. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki.
Tagovailoa's
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there are more people there to get him down.
And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Aaron Donald. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals.
The kick is good.
A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Randy Bullock kicking off for Cincinnati.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
25-yard line.
So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
At the 36-yard
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays. And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And again, it's Tagovailoa. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
This is taken around the 12. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10.
The Bengals set and ready to go on offense, leading the charge out of LSU. Joe Burrow, the #1 overall pick back in April.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And his throw is incomplete. Coverage that time by Bobby McCain.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
First carry here for Joe Mixon.
And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the 1st at about the 21. A gain of 4, not enough. And it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bengals 7, Dolphins 0.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers, but now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
1st and 10.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 1st down, here's Breida. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there. Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Tua finding Gesicki there for a Dolphin 1st.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Quentin Jefferson busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And that is incomplete. Well, a lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Here's Kevin Huber now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. On 2nd down, Tua. And this is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Tua setting up shop to throw again. On the right side, open is Gesicki. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Complete to Albert Wilson.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Tua to throw again. That'll be complete to Breida. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Give him 3 yards there on the 1st down pickup. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
To Mike Gesicki. It's a gain of 9.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. He leaves this one for Howard. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Tua going to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. To return it, Darius Phillips. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
And here again comes the rookie Joe Burrow and the rest of the Bengals offense. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. They go play action with Burrow. He'll buy some time right. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down.
1st down, Bengals.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. And he'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Again, it's Burrow. And he's got it. And he's brought down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Here's a run with Mixon. And he is going to lose yardage here. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Bullock's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half.
The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. That one good for 37 yards. Defense really kept him in check running the football in the first half. Maybe that'll be a spark for him here in half 2.
So 2 words come to mind for me. Resilient, because he has to keep bouncing back after some limiting runs. And how about relentless? Keep going, knowing that you may pop one, as he just did there.
A first run for the backup, Abdullah. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On second down, Burrow got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today.
A 30-yard attempt.
And Bullock will put this one through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in points, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Number 22.
And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
And it's caught by Parker. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Tua to Parker there for the Miami first.
1st and 10.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Matt Breida, the ball carrier. Jermaine Pratt there on the tackle. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
On 3rd down, this is Howard. And Howard stopped short. He didn't get there.
Howard, the ball carrier. Aaron Donald on the stop.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Here's Matt Hawk now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Joe Mixon and the Bengal offense ready to go back to work. So officially now a 1,000-yard campaign for him, but I don't think he's going to take his foot off the gas pedal.
Yeah, it's one of those thoughts, though, that creeps into your mind, because there is a little mini celebration over on the sidelines. Everybody, hey, job well done, over 1,000 already. But guaranteed, as you noted, someone's jumped in the huddle and said, a lot more to be done, guys. Let's not, would you say, take your foot off the pedal? Let's not do that right now. But there is that possibility as people can get self-satisfied. The greats do not. We'll find out what he's made of.
So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spend too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A very solid gain of 27.
Bengals.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory right at the 40. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Play action. He's got his man on the crossing route. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Mixon with a 1st down carry. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
He's brought down.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line. 1st and goal.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
The 4-yard line.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. John Ross with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the fourth quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
Now Bullock to add the extra point. And the lead is now 13.
His kick is good.
So that drives 7 plays in length, and it ends with a Bengals score.
Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Miami set to take over. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line.
And he'll drop here to throw. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes.
Tagovailoa's pass intercepted by the Bengals.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Mixon trying to punch it in, and he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Could not block that one any better. Everyone was accounted for, and a great surge by the offensive line.
Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. Well, they got the ball in great field position. 1 play later, boom, end zone.
7. Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
Their own 25-yard line.
Tua and the rest of the Dolphin offense heading back out.
And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. Now a short one to Gesicki. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's good.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
To his throw, going to find his running back, Breida.
3 yards the gain there, second down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now an open man, that's the tight end Gesicki. It's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's third down. The Dolphins on third down. Well, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Jordan Howard unable to get to that imaginary yellow line. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop them short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play. They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
They try to eat some clock with Mixon.
And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Play action. It's Burrow. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Complete.
They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
14.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right.
That's complete to his running back, Taylor.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one good for 37 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had to...
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals.
Touchdown.
Joe Mixon, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Taken in the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
Their own 25-yard line.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team.
He's going to go, Albert Wilson. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Albert Wilson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10. At their own 26.
Cincinnati set to take over once again. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
He'll find Gibson here complete.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 6.
So this one in the win column now for the